Imagine you're at a restaurant. The menu offers chicken, beef, lamb, fish, and then one unusual option. Lion steak. Would you order it? Most people instantly say no. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself why? We eat cows. We eat chickens. We eat deer. We even eat some wild animals. So why don't we normally eat lions, tigers, wolves, bears, or other predators? Is it because their meat is poisonous? Is it because it tastes bad? Or is there a much deeper scientific reason? The answer involves biology, evolution, food safety, and even the way nature works. By the end of this video, you'll discover why humans almost always prefer herbivores and why predator meat rarely appears on our dinner plates. Let's find out. If you look around the world, you'll notice something interesting. The animals people eat most often are plant eaters or omnivores. Cows eat grass. Goats eat leaves. Sheep eat plants. Chickens mostly eat grains and insects. Fish commonly eaten by humans are usually lower in the food chain. But when it comes to top predators, lions, tigers, leopards, wolves, eagles, most people never even think about eating them. This isn't just a coincidence. Nature has a reason for it. And surprisingly, it all starts with the food chain. Every ecosystem has different levels. Plants collect energy from the sun. Herbivores eat plants. Predators eat herbivores. Some predators even eat other predators. As animals move higher up the food chain, something important begins to happen. Toxins, parasites, and harmful chemicals can slowly build up inside their bodies. Scientists call this process biomagnification, and it's one of the biggest reasons why predator meat is usually avoided. So, what exactly is biomagnification? Imagine a rabbit eating hundreds of plants throughout its life. Now imagine a wolf eating dozens of rabbits. Then imagine another larger predator eating many animals over several years. Every step up the food chain allows tiny amounts of chemicals, heavy metals, and other harmful substances to build up inside the predator's body. This is called biomagnification, and it's a natural process found in ecosystems around the world. For example, large predatory fish like sharks, swordfish, and some species of tuna often contain much higher levels of mercury than smaller fish. The same principle can apply to land predators. But toxins aren't the only concern. Predators are also more likely to carry parasites and diseases from the animals they hunt. Since they eat meat every day, they can become hosts to parasites that pass from one animal to another. This doesn't mean every predator is dangerous to eat. It simply means they often require much more care and carry a higher food safety risk than many herbivores. There's another important reason. Predator meat usually doesn't taste as good. Animals like cows and sheep spend their lives grazing peacefully. Their muscles develop differently. Predators, however, spend their lives chasing prey, running long distances, climbing, jumping, and fighting for survival. That constant activity creates stronger, denser muscles. As a result, the meat is often much tougher, leaner, and less tender than the meat people usually enjoy. Many hunters describe the meat of large predators as having a strong, gamey flavor that most people don't prefer. Now think about farming. Humans have raised cows, goats, sheep, and chickens for thousands of years. They grow quickly, reproduce efficiently, and can be fed at a reasonable cost. Predators are completely different. A lion can't survive on grass. A tiger won't eat vegetables. To raise one predator, you first need to raise many other animals just to feed it. That makes predator farming extremely expensive and highly inefficient. From both an economic and environmental point of view, it simply doesn't make sense. And that's another major reason why predator meat never became a common food. But biology isn't the whole story. Human food choices are shaped not only by science, but also by thousands of years of history and culture. Think about the first humans. They didn't have supermarkets or farms. They had to hunt to survive. If they had a choice between hunting a deer or a lion, which one would make more sense? The answer is obvious. A deer could feed an entire family while posing far less danger. A lion, on the other hand, could seriously injure, or even kill, the hunter. The risk was enormous. The reward was uncertain. Over thousands of years, humans naturally learned to focus on animals that were safer to hunt and provided more reliable food. Eventually, people began domesticating animals. Cows, sheep, goats, pigs, and chickens were common enough to raise in large numbers. They reproduced quickly, ate inexpensive food, and provided meat, milk, eggs, leather, and wool. Predators offered almost none of these advantages. They needed large territories. They were aggressive. They consumed huge amounts of meat. And they were difficult, and dangerous, to keep. Because of this, predator animals never became part of traditional farming in most societies. Culture strengthened these habits. Children grew up seeing beef, chicken, and fish on the dinner table. Lions, wolves, and tigers became symbols of strength, power, and wilderness, not food. Movies, books, and stories reinforced that image. When people imagine a lion, they think of the king of the jungle, not tonight's dinner. There's another surprising reason. Large predators are naturally rare compared to prey animals. In a healthy ecosystem, there are many more deer, rabbits, and antelope than there are wolves or lions. That's because every predator needs many prey animals to survive. If humans started eating large numbers of predators, ecosystems could become unbalanced very quickly. Predators play a critical role by controlling herbivore populations and helping maintain healthy ecosystems. Without them, some prey populations could grow too large, leading to damaged forests, grasslands, and crops. In other words, predators are far more valuable alive in nature than on our dinner plates. So, why don't humans normally eat predator meat? The answer isn't just one reason. It's the result of millions of years of evolution, thousands of years of human history, and the way nature itself is designed. Predator meat isn't automatically poisonous. In fact, throughout history, there have been rare situations where people have eaten predators during survival emergencies or in certain local traditions. But those cases are the exception, not the rule. For most people, predator meat has never been a practical food source. It can carry a higher risk of parasites and harmful substances because predators sit at the top of the food chain. Their meat is often tougher and has a much stronger flavor than the meat of animals like cows, sheep, or chickens. They're also extremely expensive and difficult to raise. A single lion or tiger needs large amounts of meat just to survive. From a farming perspective, that's incredibly inefficient. Instead of raising one predator, humans can raise many herbivores using far fewer resources. There's another fascinating reason. Humans naturally formed partnerships with certain animals. Dogs became hunting companions. Cats helped control rodents. Cows provided milk and meat. Chickens gave eggs. Sheep produced wool. These animals became part of everyday human life. Predators never filled those roles. Instead, they remained symbols of the wild. Even today, most large predators are protected because they play a vital role in keeping ecosystems healthy. Remove wolves, and deer populations can explode. Remove lions, and herbivores may overgraze the land. Remove sharks, and entire marine food webs can become unbalanced. Predators are nature's population managers. Without them, ecosystems begin to fall apart. That's why conservation scientists work so hard to protect these animals. So the next time you see a lion, wolf, tiger, or bear, remember that they're far more valuable alive in nature than as food. The real reason we don't eat predator meat isn't because we can't. It's because biology, ecology, economics, and human history all point in the same direction. Sometimes the smartest choice isn't about what is possible. It's about what makes sense. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more amazing science, psychology, and wildlife facts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.